In this tutorial, I will show you the basic workflow of Reality Editor and Reality Hub. We will create simple blueprints within the editor and then we will control them from Reality Hub. If you want to know how to download Reality Editor and Reality Hub, then you can check out my video tutorial. The link is on the top right of the screen. To start with, I have a simple scene. I have a flow with a wood texture and I have 4 different lights. All of them are point lights, and I have the post process volume. The post process volume is there in the scene just to control the auto exposure. It's not required for the tutorial, but I have just used it. And I also have the starter content enabled because I'm going to use the chair from here, props and chair. I'm going to use this chair for the tutorial. You can use any other prop that you want. You can use a basic cylinder or a cube or whatever. If you don't have this starter content, you just go to add feature, starter content, add to project. I also have Reality Editor running on Google Chrome. So this is the basic setup. Let's start with the tutorial. Let me just find the chair and drag the chair into the scene. And without doing anything, I will just hit play. Back in Hub, I can see that I only have the engine control and nothing else. This is the only node that I can see. I want the chair to be visible as a node in the node graph. How do we do that? It's a simple process of just adding a component called the ZD actor. So let's see how to do that. Select the chair and under add component, if you just click and search for ZD actor, the first one, just click on ZD actor. Let us give it a name, static mesh underscore chair tute. And now if I hit play and go to Hub, if I hit this, you can see there is one more node which is called the SM chair tute. If I scroll down, I can change the location XYZ. I can rotate it, I can scale it, I can turn it on and off. So this is the most simple explanation of how Reality Editor and Reality Hub works together. Let's take this a step further and see what more can be done. Back in the editor, I will delete this chair and create a blueprint of the chair instead. So in the content, right click, blueprint class, actor, I will call it BP underscore chair tute. Let me just open this up, and in the scene I will add a static mesh and over here I will just select the chair, hit compile and save. If I close this, if I drag the chair over here, we have the same scene as before, only this time instead of a static mesh we have a blueprint. Now if I hit play, I will obviously not see a node. The reason being we have not yet added the ZD actor component. So let's add that to the blueprint. Stop. Let me just open the blueprint, add component, search for ZD actor and ZD actor. Select the ZD actor. Let's give it a name, BP underscore chair, and hit compile and save. And now if I hit play in Hub, you can see there is this node, BP chair. We have the same controls over here, the transform, the rotation, the scale. We can also turn it on and off. So the best practice would be to add everything to a blueprint and then add the ZD actor into the blueprint. Let's take this a step further and see what else can be done. Inside this blueprint, I will just add a light, bring down the radius to say 100, bring it up and I will give it a color so that it is visible in the viewport, something pinkish. Compile and save. Now let's create a switch which can turn this light on and off from hub. If I go into the blueprint, what I want to do is I want to control this setting where I'm turning the light on and off. So let us make a very simple blueprint. In the event graph, take the point light, drag out a pin and search for toggle visibility. Right click, add a custom event, add custom event, call this light on off. Just connect it to the toggle visibility. Now to control this custom event from Reality Hub, we need to add a function. If you see in Reality Hub, there is this tab called functions. So any function that we create here will be visible in this tab. Let's do this. Let's add a function. Let's call this light switch. And let us connect this to the custom event that we just created, which is called light on off. So we just connected this function to this custom event, which is over here. If I hit compile, save, and now if I hit play and go to my hub, I can see that in the functions I have the light switch. So this is how you can control different attributes of a blueprint from Reality Hub. Let's try to do one more thing, and that will be the end of this tutorial. Let's try to change the color of the light from hub. So back in the blueprint, in the event graph, I will take another instant of the point light, drag out a pin and search for set light color. Set light color. From the new light color, just drag out and promote to variable. The name new light color sounds good enough. I'll hit compile. Now I can see the new light color. I'll just give it a default color of red like before. And now add a custom event. Call this light color switch. Similarly, just like we did with the light on off button, we need to add a function for this as well. So in the functions, create a function, call this light color, and I will connect this to light color switch. Connect it to light color switch. Compile and save. There is one thing which we have not done. I will just show it to you. But if I hit play and go to hub, I can see that I have the light color function, but I don't see from where I can change the color of it. This is because I did not make the variable public. Back in the blueprint, I just have to make this variable, new light color, a public variable. So I just hit this I button, compile and save. And now if I hit play and go to hub, if I select the BP chair, I have this variable exposed to me. So this says new light color. Let me just select a color, something which is obvious, like a yellow color. Go to the functions and just hit on light color. Once again, we do it with something much more different. Blue, functions, light color, and light switch on, off still works. So this was the basic workflow of Reality Editor and Reality Hub. Of course, there are a lot of things that you can do, but to understand the basic workings, this is it. Let me know what you thought of this tutorial by commenting down below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.